Hello, my name is Antony J Quinn, and I'm the writer of 9 novels, most of which are set in the Ulster landscape. And I teach creative writing at Queen's University Belfast. Welcome to this taster session of my course in wild storytelling, a series of workshops on writing about the natural world, landscape, and place that offers writers the opportunity to craft their skills in evoking settings, imagined, remembered, or lost. In this creative writing exercise, we're going to create a story map of a place we know very well. The earliest maps we used as human beings were stories describing landscapes and the events that took place in them. These types of maps were part of the oral history of folk tales, learned, developed, and passed down from one generation to the next. For example, a distinctively shaped mountain, a certain tree, a bend in the river, a gloomy rock. These features in the landscape were woven into a plot that was part journey, part story. Long before we had maps and their multitude of lines, we had stories through which we knew our place in the world and could project our emotions and memories upon the landscape. For instance, the thorny hedged fields of my grandfather's farm in South Tyrone all had Irish names, and there was a story for each one, even the most rush-filled and marshy. Their names described features in the landscape, trees, rocks, rivers, or events that took place there. These word maps can be felt in a way that modern grid maps cannot. They're more sensory-based than grid maps too, and they carry secrets, a sense of mystery in the landscape that the reader can enter in their imagination. So think of gathering a portfolio of these word maps, describing your favourite landscapes. Consider the associations between places and people, the events that occurred, for example, at that crossroads or in that ruined house. So now to this creative writing exercise. So this activity should be done with a timer rather than a word count in mind. Give yourself 15 minutes and write without stopping. Write a description of a place you once knew well, but have not been to for a while. A place you may not have thought about in years. Perhaps as a childhood landscape. Describe the concrete details, for example, trees, roads, rivers, houses, fields, streets, shops, public buildings, parks, etc. What was the landscape like? Try to work out from a centre or fixed location, e.g. your family home, and describe the landscape features radiating out from that central point. Imagine that you are mapping out the area in words. Don't worry about correct sentence structures or spelling. Focus on associations, piling the descriptions together, building up the scene. Think of the network of paths and journeys in this landscape, for example, from home to school or from home to church. What names and associations come to mind? What were the hidden boundaries in the landscape, the lines you weren't meant to cross, e.g. a fast-flowing river, a haunted house, a dangerous road, an impenetrable forest? All landscapes have borders and dangerous brinks. What happened when you crossed these borders? So it's important to note this isn't speed writing. You don't have to hurry. You're writing non-stop and coming up with new words and ideas, accessing ideas you did not know you had, or memories you thought you had forgotten, perhaps. Good luck with the writing exercise, and remember, we all carry a set of landscapes within us that can be used in fiction to create believable settings and anchor the reader. Keep the story map in your notebook and use it when you're writing your next story or poem. And if you want to find out more about the classes that I teach and my books, you can log on to www.anthonyjquinnwriter.com. Thank you.